Anyway, Phil's day off. All right. So yesterday, as you know, I was not here. You might say, well, what was Phil up to? Well, quite a few things. Obviously, one thing is pretty apparent, right?
Yep, one thing is super apparent. That hella bad haircut that makes you look even more like a big toe.
We went to a few different stores over the course of the day. One thing that I did, this will be fascinating to those of you who've been paying attention to the discussions we've been having on Smart Guys recently.
What I have to do is apologize to everyone who's watching this, everybody who will watch this. We are going to actually have an underwear discussion with this man. And I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
I actually got for the first time ever, get this, some boxer briefs. That is correct. Not boxer shorts, not just regular briefs, but boxer briefs because I needed them. I'm running out low on underwear. And
We just had the I don't have any socks, and now, of course, he ain't got no undies.
I said, I'm going to try these. So the reason that I got boxer briefs, this is pretty much all they have these days. When you go to the store, that's all they have for men's underwear or regular briefs. They don't have like standard boxer shorts.
They actually do. I did my homework, some of it, before I actually sat down to record this. I went on Walmart, and not only can you get them delivered if you have the problem he has, where you only leave the house once a week, you can get them delivered, you can pick them up, or you can buy them in store. There was like a 4-pack and a 6-pack of just your run-of-the-mill plaid typical designs of boxer shorts. They were there at Walmart in my local area anyway. I also decided to hop over to Target. And yet again, a 4-pack, a 6-pack, I think it was a 6-pack, not something that I commonly buy, so I really wouldn't know. But they were there in all of their plaid, very standard-ish kind of glory, and not too terribly expensive. They were available to be delivered. Again, if that's the thing you're into, you could pick them up in store, or you could actually walk the store in your own leisure and pick them up. I know that he maybe doesn't like to go to those places, but those are two extremely big retailers, and they were readily available, both there on the website and I'm sure there in the store.
Anymore. And I don't know why. I find it odd. I find regular boxer shorts comfortable. Now, I don't mean the woven style that feel kind of rough. I mean the ones that are like made of like soft cotton, but they're normal boxer shorts that you would wear. They're loose, right? I've always liked the looser shorts, and I've worn all different ones over the years, including big designer brands like Calvin Klein, but more generic ones like Hanes, and they're all good, but I never really find them anywhere anymore.
I guess he doesn't go to Target, or we know he hates Walmart. He thinks Walmart is for poor people, so I know he won't go there, but I just wanted to look to see if they were there anyway, because regular mere mortals all go to Walmart.
Every single time I go to the store, it's boxer briefs, boxer briefs. So
Where are you going to the store for your undies, man?
I said, you know what? I'm going to have to get with the times. I mean, I'm wearing socks now, you see, on streams. So now I guess I'm going to have to start wearing the normal stuff that everyone else wears. I'm going to have to
43 years old, nearly 43. Discovered a new kind of underwear, I guess?
try boxer briefs. So I'm wearing them this morning. All right? They feel a little weird. All right? First off, I was nervous because for those who don't know, the king
This is... I'm sorry. I can't apologize enough, but it's got to be clipped and talked about, and I don't know if anybody else clipped it yet. I'm sure they did, but I had to get it, but I'm so sorry.
King's package needs a lot of space.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it does. The King's package is well endowed and versed, as
Yeah, too bad you probably don't ever use it. Loser.
they say. The royalty, needs their cushioning and space, and that's why I really enjoyed the boxer shorts. Well,
I'm sorry.
I was afraid the boxer briefs that it was going to constrict the kingly duties, if you know what I'm saying.
Ugh, I'm so sorry.
But it's actually all right. It's not that bad. I thought it was going to be far worse
Like this conversation?
than it actually is. But the King's package is well
Ugh.
protected and will be delivered fine, I guess, is the way how I should put it. All right, it doesn't seem to be a big deal. But outside of that, it's a little weird because the legs of the boxer briefs, kind of are tight to the body, like to the leg, and they do ride up a little bit, which is weird. It's like, do you really want underwear that feel like pantyhose? Like, it's
Number one, do you know what pantyhose feel like? Not knocking whatever you're into, just asking. But are you really in your 40s and having an undergarment issue? And really, if you are having an undergarment issue, it shouldn't be the drawers that we're worried about. It would probably be the brassiere that we all know that you need, right?
kind of weird. It would run up like that because I'm used to very loose legs in underwear.
Okay, I don't care about this anymore. So he went and bought underwear. Don't know why we talked about this. Don't know why we had to talk about this. And don't know why he had to sit here and lie about what he's got going on in his downstairs. But there's another interesting little trip that they took. So I will go ahead and get there now.
Right? Something else that we had to do. We had to get Jasper Kitty a new litter box. And you might say, well, why? What happened to his old litter box? Well, it's a funny story. So, first of all, they have these weird biodegradable, disposable litter boxes. Admittedly, they're very confusing. Why would you want a litter box made of cardboard that soaks up the poop and pee from the cat and you have to throw it out?
You don't know because that's not the kind of box that you want. I don't know why we have to try to explain this to you, but not every cat in the world has an owner or there are different circumstances. Hope you see this because listen up. Some people foster cats. They find a stray cat and they foster it, and it's a temporary process. Some people are allergic to cats or allergic to litter. I'm one of them. And so I don't really want to be around all that. I don't want to scoop through a litter box. Some people, like y'all, are lazy and don't clean it often enough. I'm positive you don't. And so for some folks, it would be easier to have something where they just pick it up and throw it away. And that's on them if that's what they want to do. A lot of people travel and they have to go to hotels and they're going to be in a hotel for the night and their cat needs somewhere to go to the bathroom. So that's what they do. Some people, like I say, don't want to mess with cleaning some. There are veterinarian offices where you bring a cat in, maybe your cat has to have surgery or your cat needs an overnight, and every cat, because of germs and sharing, maybe they fight, has their own individual litter box. And then when the kitty cat goes home in a day or two, you just take the disposable litter box and you don't have to mess with it. Just because it might not work for you, and it would be something that maybe I think about that you could just pick up and throw away. We all know that you love your biodegradable paper products. It's just something that might work for other people. I know, brace yourself. You're not the only person here. There's this wild thing called other people with other situations and other circumstances. And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Wouldn't you have to keep buying litter boxes endlessly?
Yes, you would. And again, for people who maybe foster cats temporarily, veterinarian offices, travel situations, I would think travel would be a big one. A lot of people travel with animals, not just cats. Some people have emotional support animals and things like that. Things are different now. A traditional litter box does not work for everybody. It's not 1955 anymore, brah.
Why would you want to do that? Isn't the whole idea of the litter box is you have a reusable place where the cat can go poo and pee and you scoop and clean it out?
We can't say shit now all of a sudden. I don't understand what happened there.
So you don't have to keep constantly throwing stuff out. I was looking at it, why would you want a disposable litter box? I'm so confused.
We know you're confused. We know. Even though you were born in the 80s, it's like you still don't understand how anything has worked after 1965. It's really, now that is confusing.
And the weird part was that they sell them in multi-packs of 4.
Yeah, probably because, again, for travel, for business, for things like that.
And it's 4 for $20 or something like that. But I would never want that.
Okay, and so you don't have to, you could go, that doesn't work for me. Are you actually upset that they have an item for sale that you don't want? You just want to walk into a store named Phil and it's just all shit that you want? That's not how it works, bro. There's options and things for other people.
You have to constantly be throwing it out. After a few days, that thing's going to be soaked. And
Okay.
you got to throw it out.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
People who aren't you, and that's okay.
So anyway, that just really was stupid.
Grandpa really can't handle these kinds of things. Thank God. Everyone's like, oh, I want this guy to fail. I want this guy to, get banned off of YouTube. No, don't ever allow YouTube to ban him. Keep him right here, ranting and raving like an old man about shit he doesn't understand. Because could you imagine dropping him in the real world and something we don't know? Weird things have happened. This guy could somehow be put in charge of something fucking important, something that was really like that had dire consequences if something went bad. Just let him sit here in his little bubble and complain about things that he can't understand. Because my God, if he got out into the real world and had to do things with legitimately like other people, we'd all be fucked, and not in any of the fun ways.
Someone in chat just says it's possibly for travel. Like if
Yeah, dumbass. That's right. People with situations other than your own. Wild idea, I know.
you're traveling with your cat and you don't want to take your physical litter box with you, okay, maybe. But how frequently do you actually travel with your cat?
Well, anybody who travels, period, or who has ever traveled in the history of ever, travels more than you. But you realize some people are travelers. They have to do it for work, or they have an Instagram or a TikTok where that's what they do. They travel, they like to do it, and they have an animal. So the animal comes with them. Again, there's emotional support animals. There's all kinds of different situations that I guess you're too stupid to realize because you don't interact with anybody. How shut off is this dude?
Like, are you constantly traveling with your cat that you want
Yeah.
disposable? Like, they were prominent in the store. Like, there was like, here's the plastic reusable, here's the cardboard right next to it. And I was like, do people really buy these? Is it like
Yes.
this big of a demand thing? I don't know. It was confusing.
It's not confusing if you ever bother to leave your house. It's not confusing.
So we got it thinking, all right, this will be fun. We get it home. It's huge. I was like, what? I didn't know it was this big. Like,
Kind of sounds like it might be for multiple cats, but I'm not the cat whisperer and I don't know what the litter box looks like. I didn't bother to look it up. For some reason, I looked up the underwear and I looked up some other things, but I didn't feel inclined to look up the cat box.
from the box, it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look that big at all.
Then you clearly can't read, which is not a super shocker to anybody I know, but I'm positive that there were probably dimensions somewhere on the box that says it's this by this by this. You know, things can look smaller in pictures. Hey, you know that picture of the Space Needle that you have? I hope you know it's actually bigger than that. I don't know if you knew or not, but just letting you know. Okay.
And I start building it. And I'm like, this thing is giant. Like, no lie, it's about 3 times the size of his old litter box. It's like a poopy palace. It's that big. It's like a giant room for your cat.
Scat humor. Ding.
So I build, I'm like, well, let's take a look. And luckily for us, it kind of fit perfectly in the spot where his old litter box was, only it's like way bigger, but it's like right there, you know, under that. By the way, we fixed the picture of the Space Needle. We're not using the hanging tabs anymore. We just hung it right back on the screw or the nail that was on the wall. And I'm like, it's fine. There's no problems here.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least you got it off of those strips, but you just put it right back where it was. Okay. Tell me again about how you're concerned about his safety.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
So anyway, so yeah, everything we got this, we built it. It's all plastic, but it has this cool removable drawer now. You know, our old litter box was very simple. You put a litter bag in the bottom,
Well, simple things for simple minds. I mean, isn't it really?
you fill it with the litter. It's got the dome on top. And then a couple times a week, you take the top off, you scoop out the poops, right? And then maybe every 1 or 2 weeks, you change out the entire thing. You take the whole bag out and you put a new bag in. You know, very simple. This one has a sliding drawer system. So basically, every few days, you can just slide the drawer out.
Every few days? Bro. Broski, my guy. Every few days? There's a couple days, which is 2, and then there's a few, which is 3 or more. We have not gotten to several, okay? A few, which is 3. I want you to go and piss and shit in your toilet for 3 days and not flush it. I just want you to know how that cat has got to feel. That is cruel. Oh my God.
Out, scoop the poops, slide the drawer back in, and then every 2 weeks or so, you just take the whole drawer out. You take a giant trash bag, you just dump it in, wipe it down, slide it back in. It actually doesn't need bags, like at all. It doesn't need the litter bags because it's a huge drawer. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. So it looks good. It looks pretty good. It's just humongous. What are you guys talking about? You know what? I'm not even going to respond to stupid shit in the chat. I'm not.
We're talking about how gross you are for the fact that you only clean your fucking litter box for your cat every 3 fucking days.
I'm just going to ignore it. People are so dumb. They don't listen and they literally make shit up.
I don't know what they said, but I'm just talking about the cat box.
Anyway, so.
Although people are saying over here, wait, you don't clean the box daily? I couldn't do that. I hate the smell of cat shit. Why do you only clean it every couple of weeks? That shit should be cleaned every day. So I think that's what he didn't like. Be careful how much information you share about yourself, sir.
Good stuff. Jasper Kitty has a new litter box. I have new underwear and a new haircut. And it was a pretty nice day. We went out to a few places and we got some candy that we're actually going to have on Valentine's Day together. We got a few different kinds of chocolates and things that we like. And we got them. So we're going to, when Valentine's Day rolls around, we're probably going to have some of those together. My wife and I.
Yep, that's right. On January 23rd, they went and bought candy for Valentine's Day. Guesses and bets in the chat that that's all she gonna get.
You know, so, but, you know, busy day, very busy. We were out almost all day. We had a lot. We went, oh God, we had like the biggest Costco run ever because we hadn't been to Costco now in almost 2 months. So we had nothing. We had no commodities whatsoever. No paper towels, no toilet paper, no detergent, clothes detergent for the washer. We need cleaning materials for the house. We needed sponges to wash dishes. We need,
Okay, so let me get this straight. Just about no socks left, no underwear, broken ass litter box, no paper products, no cleaning supplies, also sponges. Give me a fucking break. You wash dishes, bitch, where? You use paper plates and paper bowls and plastic cutlery. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No cleaning supplies. What in the hell? It's almost like they don't spend money on clothing. They don't spend money on household supplies. It's almost like all that money goes to something else. What could that money be going to?
Loaded up on every possible thing. And it was one of the most expensive runs we've ever had going to Costco. But it was definitely needed because we were out of everything. And what sucks is just getting some of these very common things that you would think, oh, not a big deal. They're way more expensive at the grocery store. Here's a perfect example, okay? At the grocery store, to get like a 6 or 8 pack of paper towels is like $15. It's like incredibly expensive. When you get it at Costco, you'll get like a 20 plus roll thing for like $20. So you're way under $1 per roll versus like $2 to $3 per roll.
Yeah, but you're paying for a membership, and I did my homework on this. It's $65 a year for the regular membership, $130 a year for whatever a premium membership is. I didn't really look into what it was. So you are paying to keep those prices, quote unquote, low or lower. But let's just say that you have the basic one. You've got the $65 a year one. That comes out to like $5 and change. It's like $5.40 something or other. Don't make me math. It's my it's very much my weak point. So, but you just said that you didn't go for a couple of months. So you threw 10 or 11 bucks respectively in the garbage can because you didn't go there. So really tack on 10 or 11 bucks to your total. You ended up paying more for things anyway. I don't know why this is bothering me. I don't know why I'm like prepared to die on this hill. If you want to go to Costco, if you want to go to all those things and you want to pay a place to go in there and shop, like that's on you. I particularly, unless you're running a business or something like that, I think for households with 2 people, this is some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard. If you have your in-laws living with you and you got like 5 kids and it's like, whoa, you're feeding like an army of people and you have 12 people living in your house and you need all that kind of stuff, that might be justified. But for just the two of them, you don't need a $300 Costco run that has a $65 a year membership. And he may have the premium membership that's $130. I don't know. And I'm sure that we will never know because he'll never tell. But anyway, just wanted to say, went to Amazon, this guy's favorite place to order things. You can get 12 double rolls of Brawny Bounties. It was something with the B. $20. $20. I could have bought it yesterday when I was doing my research for this stuff, and I could have had it this morning. I could have had it about 12 hours later for $20. We know he's got Amazon Prime, so he wouldn't have had to pay shipping. So it's not 6 rolls for $15. He could have gotten 12 for $20, but they were 12 double rolls. I don't know if they're double rolls. That's kind of like a gimmicky thing. But anyway, you could get at least 12 for $20 free shipping. Could have gotten them next day. So I don't know what he thinks he's saving, especially paper products, things like that, paper towels and stuff. They're very expensive. I don't know why I'm like getting all off on a tangent about this, but it just really bothers me to see the waste and everything that's happening with all this. I don't know.
At the grocery store. So that's just one example. So many of these things are so much cheaper.
Yeah, except you're paying for it because you pay for a membership. It's amazing how these two nimrods can actually keep themselves alive. Thank God life isn't any harder for these two absolute rejects than it is, because I don't know that they would be able to survive.
And so it makes sense. It sucks when you run out and in the interim you have to like buy individually. Like we had run out of tissues and both of us have, allergies and things where we have to blow our nose a lot. And we'd run out. We had to order.
Then you would think that that would be something that you would plan for. You go to Costco to buy the bulk. How do you go to buy the bulk so that you don't run out and then you run out and you don't replenish? So then you go to the grocery store. So you pay for the membership and you don't even fucking go. And then you go to the grocery store and you're buying shit that you're not using and you're buying food that you don't. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Online, and then they showed up and it wasn't nearly as many tissues that would you get in the box at Costco, and they were like twice
Mommy could comb your hair for 20 fucking years. She couldn't teach you how to grocery shop effectively.
the price. Like, oh my God.
Oh, this is painful, brutal.
My normal day off for the week, I'll be going to the grocery store.
Wait, bruh, no. You just went to stop it. I'm not even, we're moving on.
I gotta see what else we gotta do, because we don't think we need the pet store.
There is him and one other person living there. I have never seen in my life. Maybe it's because I'm a minimalist. I don't know. I don't like hoarding. I don't like clutter. I don't like buying unnecessary things. And that's just me. But I don't understand how two people need and need and need. Oh my God.
This week. I'm pretty sure I don't need to go there. We still have all the supplies we need. So I probably don't have to do that. Maybe it'll be another short day out this week where I don't think so. I think I might just have to do grocery store tomorrow, which would be great. Another day where I could spend a lot of time with my wife and we should play some more Mario Kart or something.
Oh God, say a minute for Kat. She's got to spend another day. She's got to spend another day with this insufferable bag of asses.
So that'll be good. All right. So good stuff. Good stuff. And
not good stuff, super boring stuff. So what I want to jump to, that was the whole day off thing. I couldn't not point out those highlights, well, low lights or whatever, because it's just funny to watch somebody who doesn't know how to adult. It's hard to watch them try to adult, and it's kind of funny. But anyway, want to jump a few minutes ahead here to a little bit of a different thing. This takes a weird turn. Of course, we had the little day off segment, so you know where we're going. I know where we're going. Let's get to financials.
First off, let me do a shout out because we did get one contribution so far this morning from Detractors Are Sad. Did a $5 super chat and says, looking sharp like fine wine. You get better with time. Let the trolls stay mad. They'll never be you. I mean, not to toot my own horn here.
Please don't. You don't have anything to toot it about. And if anything, let other people toot it for you so you don't look like an asshole. But I guess if no one else will, I guess you got to do it, don't you?
But how I look today versus how I looked when I started, don't I look better? And
You look horrific. You look ghastly. You are 42 looking 52 minimum because you have an alcohol problem. What is up with that hair? What is up with that shit all over your face? What is up with that face? Those sunken in eyes? What do you mean you look better? Your face has slightly thinned out because you were a little bit of a chunk. But your face has thinned out a little bit because you're drinking more calories than you're eating. It kind of sounds like you have something very small to eat when you wake up. You gorge on your meal, so you eat once a day. And the rest of the time, you're drinking something that is either filled with, there's like calories and sugar, and that's what you're doing. So you've thinned out a little bit. Okay? That just because you're thinner doesn't mean you look better. You don't particularly look very healthy. No, but I guess you equate I look slightly more thinned out with I look good. So, okay.
I'm not even say that I care. I mean,
You care, you absolutely care, or you wouldn't say this right now.
I'm happy and healthy.
He went to say happily married and then dialed it back to I'm happy. Because he said I'm happily and then went I'm happy.
And I'm the slimmest I've been since I've been a YouTuber.
Slim doesn't mean attractive. I know a lot of thin, ugly people.
I'm healthier than I've ever been since I've been a YouTuber.
X to gout.
Right? I'm dressing nicely now.
Are you? Are you? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need you to cite your source. I mean, okay. I guess maybe by some, okay.
I look a lot different. Don't
You look old and sad and decrepit.
no.
Okay. Ooh, a victory sip. He got us all, everyone.
Okay.
Here's actually what I really want to get to here in a minute. He talks about, of course, how great everything is. But then, of course, he talks about asking for money, and this is just too good to not clip.
Gee, should I bring up contributions and beg a little bit before we start? Why not? And detractors are sad, for the record. They're very sad. They're very upset. They're very upset that things, despite the fact that, things are annoying with tech and stuff that bother me, that things are going well for me, they can't stand it, despite the fact that they don't get that my success allows them to make more content because they're that stupid, they're that brain dead moronic. Should I bring up contributions and beg a little bit before we start? Why not? But yeah, they definitely are upset that I'm looking good.
You're looking good. I need another minute for rebuttal. I'm sorry. No.
That I'm having fun, that I'm making money, should I bring up contributions and beg a little bit before we start? Why not? For the record, because all of you are so nosy over on Kick, literally like, why is Phil not talk to Kick? I'm not kidding you. The entire fucking podcast, Kick Chat's talking about contributions and talking about where is Iron Chef Sakai? Like, dude, I'm not 12 years old. I don't care about drama. So why would I ever talk to any of you in Kick Chat who are acting like little school children, right? Iron Chef Sakai, I don't know where he is. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope he's fine. I haven't seen him in a few days. It's not the end of the world. He may or may not come back. If he comes back, great. If not, I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah, really, what the hell do you care? You don't value these people as actual human beings. They're holding your money for you that you are entitled to, right? So if they don't show up, they're pretty much useless to you, aren't they?
The problem is you guys get too fucking involved in drama shit. I'm not involved in any drama shit at all.
Lies, X to gout.
Zero. No, I haven't talked to Iron Chef Sakai behind the scenes about anything. I've gotten no communication from him whatsoever. So.
Oh no, you'll never talk to him again. He went against Piggy because he was going to break out and you did a stream on Kick and, that didn't go so well for him and he came crawling back to you, but he has still crossed you. And with people with these big egos like this, he'll still take the dude's money. He'll absolutely take the dude's money all day long. But the little itty bitty teeny tiny amount of respect he had for Iron Dent is fucking gone. Because Iron Dent tried to have some kind of revolt, and go up against him. So he wants nothing to do with this motherfucker. He'll be nice. He'll go, oh, hey, thanks for the money. Oh my God, so generous. And that's about all you're ever going to get out of Phil when it comes to Iron Dent.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. Really, I don't.
Oh, no, we know. We know that these people that give you hundreds and thousands of dollars, we know that when the camera's off, you don't have boo to say to these fucking people. No, we know.
No, but it is drama. If literally the purpose of this podcast has been to cover game news, to talk about my day off, all this stuff, and you're sitting there talking about, I wonder where Iron Chef Sakai is. Man, he was such a big contributor to Phil, and he hasn't been around for like 3 or 4 days and hasn't contributed in like 3 or 4 days. So I wonder if you talked to Phil behind the scenes, and I wonder if something Phil said pissed him off, and now he's gone. He's a detractor again.
Why is it drama if people are curious? The last time I watched and Iron Dent like wailed out for you, I think he was playing Indiana Jones. I don't pay too much attention to the gameplay because it's so fucking boring. But he dropped like $650 on you and then was just gone. When someone drops $650 and then is just fucking gone or comes back and talks but doesn't give anything, you can't help but deny it's weird. And you've brought this on yourself. You've brought this on yourself so people talk about it. People wonder. Not many streamers I know are streaming and within an hour someone drops $650, unless it's like Jacksepticeye and he's doing Thankmas and, you know, people are donating for some kind of a charity or some kind of a cause and people are dropping big money. But I don't know anyone who's just, here's 100, here's 100, here's 150, here's 100. That's fucking weird. And then they just fall off the fucking map. Yeah, people are going to wonder about that. That's just normal curiosity. Also, did you ever maybe stop to think the fact that you're so lame and so boring and the drama is kind of spicing it up a little bit? You better be happy that you've got drama and controversy. If you weren't so controversial and so dramatic and so needy and wanting so much attention and everything else, nobody would give 2 fucks about you, dude.
Dude, that is little sissy girl TMZ rumor mongering drama shit. If you
And it's fun and it's exciting and that's what people do. And if you don't like it, get over it. People are going to start rumors about you. They're going to say bad things about you. They're going to do whatever. Welcome to being an internet personality. Welcome to what celebrities have to go through. If your name means anything on the internet, someone's probably talking shit about you. But again, you can't deny the fucking weirdness. He's going to try to gaslight everybody here in a minute, so we'll get to that. But you can't, again, deny how weird this is.
talk like that, you're a sissy girl.
Oh, cool. I'm a sissy girl. Bitch, you're a bigger sissy girl than me.
You understand that? That's
Yep.
what teenage girls do. They sit there in drama and they have their Teen Beat magazine and they put little glow stickers on it. And then they talk about the boys and the girls and all the things that are going to, and that's how you're acting. I'm a 42-year-old man. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you if that's how you behave on my stream. I'm just going to ignore you.
This level of defensiveness, I don't know if this shows that he's angry that Iron Dent hasn't come and given him any money. I don't know what this actual level of defensiveness is all about, because he could very simply, calmly just say, I don't know where he is. I hope everything is going well for him. But if this is what you want to talk about, I choose not to engage in this conversation, which he has every right to do. He doesn't have to engage in any conversation he doesn't want to. Nobody does. Nobody has to talk about something. But this level of defensiveness just seems a little weird to me. It seems a little over the top. It just seems a little bit too much. So I feel like there's something going on there, but that's purely speculative. I don't know.
Get it?
Because we all know that he gets dependent and he gets used to people who come in and drop all the money on him. He likes it. He loves it. He feels good about himself. He feels like people like him. And so I don't know if maybe the fact that they're bringing up that the guy hasn't come around, I don't know if it hurts his feelings, but I kind of feel like there's something.
There's nothing wrong with being a sissy girl. Just don't expect to come to a dark side filled stream and act like a sissy girl and think that I'm going to give you attention.
Well, you are giving them attention. So them being a sissy girl, which they're not being a sissy girl. The only one kind of being a girl about this right now, if you want to say it like that, is you, because you're crying and whining and throwing a tantrum. So you're not technically a sissy girl. You're just kind of like a little girl throwing a temper tantrum.
I'm not going to give you any attention at all.
Okay. Timestamp is 13:11. Let's see how much attention he doesn't give this.
Sitting around, again, it's just sitting around gossiping. Gossip Girl fucking stream? No, it's not a Gossip Girl stream.
Why don't you just let people in the chat talk about whatever the fuck they want? They're not saying bad shit about you. They're just talking about, hey, where's this dude who's giving you thousands of dollars? It's just curious. It's curious when people give you a big bunch of money and then they just drop off and don't come back. I've never gone into a streamer's chat that I like and dropped like $200 and then never fucking gone back again. It's weird.
You guys know I don't even like gossip when it comes to gaming, right? I refuse to talk about the Switch 2 leaks until finally Nintendo acknowledged them all, because there was no point. So if I don't like gossip in gaming, why would I like gossip, on my stream chat? So you can sit there and gossip about ICS, and you could gossip about OIC, and you
Big ups, OIC.
could gossip about any fucking, acronym you want or whatever. I don't give a shit.
I think he wanted to say whale. I think he wanted to say you can gossip about any whale. But I think he kind of held himself there and went, acronym.
I'm here to make content and enjoy the time that I have with intelligent people on my streams. I don't have time for your little girly sissy shit. I just don't.
We're going into 3 minutes if he doesn't have time for it.
That's what I mean. Like, who cares about this shit? Listen, Iron Chef Sakai has been crazy supporting these streams in the last few weeks. Don't ask me why.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully he wasn't intending on getting any kind of special treatment or anything out of it. As I told him publicly. Oh, by the way, half of my lights went off.
Let's try to change up the subject. Getting uncomfy.
That light just went off, and the light over there went off.
Okay, who
But
cares?
only those two. I get the feeling that means my wireless signal is going down. No, apparently. I don't know. I'll try to close and reopen my my RGB program. I don't know what happened. But anyway, yeah, listen, people come and go, people support, they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, people do come and go. And it's one thing if someone tosses you a 5 or a 10, which they still don't have to do. They're doing it because they're generous. But it would be a little bit more normal if someone threw you a 5 and then moved on to bigger and better things. But when someone is giving hundreds and thousands and hundreds and thousands and then doesn't show up for a little while. They could even show up if they enjoyed your content. Hey man, how you doing today? Look, I'm tapped, but as soon as my government check hits, I will totally throw it all your way. Great job. Have a good day. But just nothing. As far as I know, as far as I've seen, I don't stalk this dude obsessively, so maybe Iron Dent has been in the chat, but the fact that everyone's like, where is he? To me means he hasn't shown his face.
I haven't seen him in a few days. It's not the end of the world, right? Like, maybe he'll be back, maybe he won't. But, you guys are the ones that start the gossip. Yeah.
Because they're curious. Because they want to know. They want to know what's going on. There's nothing wrong with curiosity. I know you want everyone to just think like you and do what you say. And, you want everyone to just do what you want them to do and not ask any questions and not be curious. I know that's how somebody like you works. You don't want the curiosity. You don't want the questions. It makes everything uncomfortable for you. But people are going to be curious and they're going to ask questions. And some people are going to start shit. That's how people work. Hello?
This is hilarious. Someone just said, I noticed Iron Chef Sakai is no longer subbed, and I asked if anyone else knew if he was okay. How would you know that?
Here is where it actually takes, for some reason, this really bothers him. I don't know why. But here is where you will begin to see these tendencies of gaslighting. He has had enough. And so this is what happens when people get backed into a corner. They feel uncomfortable. They don't know what's going on. He does not know how to diffuse the situation. So he goes into minimizing people. You're stupid. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't have a life. This isn't a big deal. So he goes into devaluing people, making them feel bad, minimizing it, because people are trying to make this into something. So he's trying to minimize it and go, oh, it's nothing. And then the gaslighting comes in with extremely common gaslighting phrases.
If he's not, I want you to think about this. If he's not in the chat, okay, he's not in the chat, he's not talking, how would you know that he's not subbed to the channel? Did you literally go and search for this guy's account on Kick and somehow access his subs list to see if he was subbed to the channel?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong if they did? Maybe they're actually concerned about him and concerned if he's okay. More than likely, no. They're just kind of digging around, but people have the right to dig around if they want to.
To then go ahead and talk about it as drama on my fucking stream? Is this what you do with your time? I didn't even know that, and I don't care.
No, you don't care. Unless they're lighting up your PayPal or lighting you up with subs or lighting you up with super chats. No, that's right. You don't care. And I just don't know why you're so openly saying that, because you don't look good. You really don't look good.
What is going on with you people? Right?
I don't know why you seem to think it's cool to act like you don't give a fuck about people, but it's not a good look. You don't look good. You don't look cool. I don't know. He's not here, so who fucking cares? I don't know. You maybe might want to care about somebody at some time. Maybe that's why all these people that give you all this money, maybe that's why they don't hang around. You don't bother to get to know them or develop a relationship with them or do anything with them. It's thanks for the money, dummy. I don't think people like that. But keep trying to act like you're too cool for school. Okay.
You can click names on the leaderboard. What would possess you to do that? Like,
why not? If it's a feature that's available, why not do it? You might want to see if someone has a sub. You might want to see if somebody, like what they have going on. It's clearly an option. It's a feature that you can use. So why not? Because people are curious. I know that you just want to feed people your narrative, and they need to accept it as fact. They need to accept it as law because you're God. Okay, I know that that's what you want, but people have free will. People question things. People are curious. People want to know what's going on. Did you have a falling out with a pretty significant whale of yours? People want to know because you talk so much about your finances. You have done this to yourself.
right now, what would ever possess someone to click on someone's name on a leaderboard?
General curiosity, which you have absolutely none of. Hello?
I don't even know what you're talking about. He still has all his badges. It still shows he has the crown, the founder's badge, the OG badge. All of that is still on his account. So what are you even talking about? What are you even speaking of? Here, last time we talked was actually the day before I lost my internet. I think.
Big ups to two big moobs need adjusting, by the way. He doesn't have the subbed to the channel badge, you stupid clown.
I'm pretty sure it was the day before.
Shia LaCuck. I can't get over these names.
I'm pretty sure this
was last there January 20th. Oh. I'm not on Kick. I don't follow Kick. So I got to go off of Kick chat here.
was the day before. what do you call it?
Sir,
The day before I lost my internet, right? And so
the day before I lost my internet, which was Monday, the day before, he lost the internet on Tuesday. And so, according to my calendar, that would be the 20th. You are sitting here on the 24th. Again, it's just weird. It's just weird.
So he was talking in the chat before then, and no one's seen him since. Well, I wasn't there for a whole day, right? Because I didn't have no internet. And then I came back the next day. I did a full day of streaming.
But he didn't come and support you then. He didn't say, oh, thank God, you didn't fall off the planet. Here, the whole day when you didn't have internet, you did the 2-hour, really weird, unsettling night stream. He didn't come give you money then, didn't come and support the wrestling show, hasn't come and done anything. It's just something that people are curious about. Why does this bother you so badly? It bothers me that it bothers you.
And then I came back to one other day, and I was off a day, right?
Here's where the gaslighting begins to come in.
Right? So it was a weird week. So why are you freaking out? You guys are weird. No, really, I got to tell you. You ready? No one cares but you. Okay? Seriously, no one cares but you. You're crazy obsessive at this point. Really, you're crazy, insane, over-the-top, obsessive weirdos. And you need to stop. Okay? You need to stop. You need to stop over-obsessing on all this shit. Why does it matter? Maybe he'll never be back. Maybe he'll come back in 5 minutes. It's none of your business. The guy's a human who has free will and can come on a stream when he wants. He can.
And these people have free will and they can question things when they want. Iron Dent is not the only one who has free will. And the truth that nobody cares but whomever isn't true. Yes, it's very clear that you don't care, but we're back to, again, there are other people. Just because you don't give a fuck about these people, and if they don't have money to put in your hand, they're useless to you, that's not what other people think.
Leave a stream when he wants. He can support a stream when he wants. He could not support a stream when he wants. Stop fucking stalking people on the internet like a bunch of losers.
I have to say, I don't entirely disagree with that. I personally think that this is like a lot and it's like out of hand. I understand the curiosity, but I can see both sides of this argument.
What is wrong with you? Do you not understand that is the point of mania? That is not normal human behavior. To see someone who was a supporter of a streamer and now stalk them on the internet and try to gossip about their status.
Yeah, that's not normal human behavior at all. To find information about people and then gossip about them on the internet. Yeah. No one's ever gotten some dirt and then gossiped about it. What a fucking weirdo.
You are insane. If you think this is a good use of your time, if you think this is like a good part of a community talk, you need to seek help.
They don't care if it's a good part of the community talk. They don't care about your community. They're talking about their own thing. And how do you know whether or not it's a good use of their time? How in the fuck do you know? How do you know how anyone spends their time? You don't. You don't have any fucking idea.
Right now. Okay? I want you to here's what I actually want you to do. Whatever you're watching the stream on right now, if it's a mobile device, if it's a laptop, whatever, I want you to close it. All right? I want you to close it. Then I want you to immediately, whatever your health care is, I want you to contact your primary care physician and explain to them that you've been spending time stalking supporters of an internet content streamer and you don't know what the logical reason is why, and you need help.
They know what the logical reason why is, because this dude has given you a lot of money, and then it seems like there was a falling out, and people have questions and people want to know. There's an extremely logical explanation. Should people care? Probably not as much as they do. I don't personally understand stuff like that, but you know, that's just not my thing. It doesn't mean it's not, you know, who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. So it could be some people's thing, and that's fine. But don't minimize people. Don't tell people that they're mentally ill and that they're manic. You don't know what that is. You don't understand that. And there are people who do understand mania. You have no idea what you're talking about. And telling people to go and seek help, that they're mentally ill, that they're crazy, is a sign of gaslighting. Those are highly common gaslighting phrases when someone is trying to get you to believe their narrative and trying to get you to doubt your own reality. He's trying to get these people to think that what they do is crazy and obsessive. And I can't lie, to a certain degree, I feel it is. But nobody needs to go to their local mental health professional about it. It's just something to do. They're either troublemakers who are stirring up trouble, they're trying to stir the pot, stir the shit because they like it, they like drama, or they just genuinely want to know where this dude has gone. Again, there are legitimate explanations. I don't think they're stalking the dude. They clicked on his name and saw that he didn't have a badge and that he hadn't been there in a few days. I don't think they're like combing the deepest, darkest places on the internet. It's not that hard to find information about somebody. Maybe not every intimate detail of their life, but no one's hard to find anymore in 2025. It depends on what kind of information you're looking for. This is really wild. And when he bails you out, he's bailed you out of a lot of tough situations. I know you're super successful, but he's bailed you out. And so people will have those curiosities and want to know where a person has gone. You've been losing a few whales lately. They've been kind of dropping like flies ever since 1 Minute Man and Game Cucker kind of left. You know, you kind of been losing these people.
And tell them you need counseling or you need some kind of help. Really. Because life's too short for you to be wasting your time on this shit. And this is to the point.
Again, they're not wasting very much time. They just click a few things and they, see. Yeah, so we're all mentally ill now. Great take, DSP. Again, that's what he needs. That's what he needs people to think, that there's something wrong with you and you're going about something wrong. Just listen to what he says. Just listen to what he says. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Of insanity that you would act like that. And now here I am. And Phil's not talking to Kick Chat because this is what they're talking about in Kick Chat. Why would I waste my time on that shit, that drama shit?
We're going on nearly 9 minutes of wasted time, by the way.
Right? Are you out of your mind? You are. That's not normal behavior.
You're the one who looks kind of stupid because you said you weren't going to address it. And so you've spent nearly 10 minutes addressing it. So, I mean, really, perhaps the pot shouldn't make fun of the kettle.
100% online stalking is weirdo behavior.
You don't know what online stalking is, sir.
I just happened to notice I was clicking around and I just magically by accident clicked on Iron Chef Sakai's name and it looks like he may be unsubbed to the channel.
Nobody said they accidentally did it. They said, hey, we want to know where he is. So we clicked on the name and he hasn't been here in a minute. What the fuck is wrong with that? Sounds pretty quick, pretty easy. Again, they're probably just dramatic and they're trying to start shit. But look, they won. They got you, bro. You didn't just say, you know what? Not sure where he is. Hope everything's okay. Not something I want to talk about. If you want to, cool. I'm not partaking. Moving swiftly on. What did that take me? 20 seconds to say? But we're going on almost 10 minutes of this big, elaborate, minimize-y, devalue-y, gaslighty kind of thing.
You're weird. You're a fucking weirdo.
You're a fucking weirdo.
No one does that.
A lot of people do that.
Literally no one does that.
A lot of people.
Not with a brain that functions.
Says the man who wasn't going to comment on this and spend 10 minutes commenting on it. I'm going to make you feel stupid. I'm going to try to humiliate you. I'm going to try to embarrass you to put you back in line. You're asking questions I don't like. You're digging around for things and I don't like it. So I'm going to tell you that you're stupid and you're regarded and you're brainless and you need help and there's something wrong with you because hopefully I can humiliate you and confuse you and shame you into shutting the fuck up because I don't like where you're going with this right now.
But again, normal people that would be like, they did what? They're doing what? What are they talking about? What?
In this community, nobody asks those questions.
Stop. Take 5 seconds to think from a rational perspective about what you do with your life. That this is what you think is meaningful use of your life and your time. Your insanity, dude.
Maybe they don't think it's meaningful. Again, I think they're just trying to rile you up. And oh boy, chef's kiss, is it working?
That's wild shit, right?
Ooh, chew your fingers.
I just don't get it. All right, we got to end this podcast, which went way late now.
Because you spent 10 minutes on that. All right, well, that is going to go ahead and do it for the coverage of the Level 1 podcast from yesterday, which was Friday. I will be streaming tonight. I want to finish the DSP Tries It. Some people told me to watch the Pandely Has to Go to the Hospital video, so we're going to watch some other good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you don't want to, totally cool. I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. But I hope I see you in the next one.